Hey everybody, what's going on? There's been a lot written and said about Jovan Belcher, the former Chiefs linebacker, who shot and killed his girlfriend, 22-year-old Cassandra Perkins, on Saturday morning, and then drove to the Chiefs facility and shot and killed himself. One of the things that needs to be talked about is the way that the Chiefs remembered Jovan Belcher by keeping his jersey in the locker room when they beat the Panthers just a little bit over a day later. Kept his helmet there, kept everything intact in Jovan Belcher's locker. A lot of people had a problem with it. They said, how are you going to honor a murderer? He shot and killed a 22-year-old girl, mother of his 3-month-old child, shot her multiple times and killed her in front of her mother in her home. How are you going to honor that guy? I totally understand how people would think that way and why they would feel that way. And it's easier if you're on the outside to have that opinion than if you're a teammate, if you're a coach, if you're on the inside. This is one of the guys that you consider a family member. I'll ask you this, to anybody who objected to it and had a problem with the Chiefs remembering Jovan Belcher, would you have a problem if anybody shows up to Jovan Belcher's funeral? Would you have a problem with it? A Chiefs player, a Chiefs coach, a loved one, a family member, a friend, whatever. Would you have a problem if anybody showed up? Probably not, because they're simply remembering and paying respect to a friend, to a family member who did something despicable, absolutely heinous. But you just don't wipe everything clean when you have a relationship with someone. I'll put it to you like this. My dad will always be my dad. Let's just say my dad, for the sake of argument, he kills someone and kills himself. I'm gonna go to his funeral. I might do something to remember him. I might not pay homage to my great father who ended his life in a ridiculous manner. I'm not going to honor him, but I'm going to remember him. I'm going to pay my respects to the good of his life. So I don't have a problem with what the Chiefs did. They're not paying homage to the guy. They're just remembering a friend, a family member. I can totally see how someone from the opposite side, if you're a loved one of Cassandra Perkins, how that makes your skin absolutely crawl. I get it. But you have to understand that the Chiefs aren't throwing up their middle finger at you and saying, F you. It's two separate things. They have a collection for that 3-month-old child to make sure that the child gets cared for. If they didn't care about the child, they wouldn't do that. They obviously care about Cassandra Perkins. They also care about their teammate and a family member. That's why they're going to remember him. They're going to pay their respects to him. You could say, oh, he's a murderer, he doesn't deserve anything. You can say all of that, and that's fine. But would you treat your loved one the same way? Would you say, oh, my dad, murderer, everything wiped away? I don't remember anything else. My love for that person is just wiped clear. I'm not going to go to his funeral. I'm not going to remember him. I'm not going to do anything. I don't know that you do that. So just be clear that the Chiefs aren't honoring the great Jovan Belcher who lived his life in a great manner all the time. Obviously, that's not true. It's the Chiefs' way of saying, in spite of doing something absolutely heinous, we still remember you. And we still love you. And that, to me, is understandable. But go ahead and comment below. Let me know if you have a differing view. Did you have an issue with the Chiefs remembering Jovan Belcher on Sunday before they played the Panthers by keeping his jersey and his helmet intact in his locker? I didn't have a problem with it because I understand the message. It's not an up yours to the victim or anybody else. It's just remembering a family member. I understand it, and I'm okay with it. Are you? Go ahead and comment below. I'm Brian No, and that's a no-brainer.